Let's continue with gameplay of Outwards 2. Should be live. Should be live.
Tronicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
The laxative worship because of the system's glorious efficacy.
Tronicular. Still my favorite word.
Respond to what you want through your decisions as ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Hey, you. I heard an Inez Silong was traveling with someone matching your description, but she ain't here, evidently.
Artificial means.
She's back on my ship. Have you something for her?
I do indeed. I was hired by a soldier named Ortiz to find her. And well, reckon this is close enough. Here, take this cartridge and deliver it to her.
Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals.
Sure.
You didn't even try to negotiate payment for completing the job. Consider that a learning for next time.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly. What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice?
I'm sure this is impressive to someone,
Welcome,
but not me.
getter, daredevil, self-determinativist, or hero of meritocracy into Auntie's Choice esteemed and valuable disposable agent program. As a
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
Auntie's Choice to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envision...
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Bleeding from orifices either natural or unnatural? If you have a malady...
Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual growth and fund the unparalleled systems that bring the best things in life to life all across the galaxy.
Pretty intriguing, Join our IDA program today.
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is
Unrelated
for
bric-a-brac. I'm
Get your unrelated bric-a-brac
right here. Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
A thing of legend to be
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret. Our competitors would kill to find out. Can you discern its ingredients? Try the Raptidon Bite today.
Auntie Cleo takes Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans live down. Just like a fun fastball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refuse.
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can buy.
Tyler, sixth base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I've cleaved Spacer's chosen goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this!
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on Ormsby. She's the more predacious.
Why do I feel like we're about to meet some of the most meddlesome people in the world?
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice is hiring. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results.
I actually have an invite from Vice President Gertie Havert directly.
And you can see her as soon as I'm finished. Where was I? Oh, yes, because you are making a choice to grab destiny and claim it as your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, I'm finished. You'll find VP Hewitt right over there. When you're done, please exit to your left, where 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting for you.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. Well, it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here. I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice.
I'm not really here to join Anti-Choice, I'm to help move the peace process along.
Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen.
You have massive corporation. Why do you need me?
We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
And what exactly are you looking for this consultant to do?
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with any competition. I have a plan, a vision that will change the course of Auntie's Choice.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie.
Should I come back later? You two seem to need some private time to work out your issues.
Don't allow our banter to fool you. We are valued colleagues who, under normal circumstances, hold each other in the highest esteem.
So true. This particular effort has our nerves a bit high-strung, but we'll still exchange Spratwurst platters come the 10th day of presents for Auntie's birthday.
Alright, how do I fit into all of this?
Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
Stop? As in quit?
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
They're striking. You talking about workers' strike?
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
Oh, it's just an old Earth term. Means they stop working to force you to negotiate.
Dear law! What a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
I'll figure out something once I'm on the ground. I suggest you negotiate. You see if you can find a middle ground between you.
Negotiate? As in, give in to some of their demands? Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability.
Why by law would you think I'd offer your deniability?
No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind you. It means you may act outside the fundamental tenets of Auntie's Choice Society.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Makes sense, I guess. Shouldn't be too hard to get them back to work.
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Survive, arrive, armed with Auntie's Choice.
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. The Raptor.
When are you going to have dear child? Every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice. Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for products at the lowest prices. You won. Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume
With Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match. All of you face rank and file. The big rib cut off top volumes from home. But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protector it's watered down ribbon. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes.
Commander,
letter.
over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me?
You seem nervous, Trooper.
Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it.
Won't know for sure until watch, shall we?
True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you do in this, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me?
Of course. I know how important Ortiz is to you. He deserves justice.
Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Is on the Eden.
ready to waste them. On your command. To kill them before you die.
Invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
Okay, I cannot go to the void. Let's find him. Probably he's somewhere up the stairs.
Why are you still alive? There's been some ghastly mistake. We must speak on the latest revelation before you compound it by killing me. You're obviously unaware that you've been officially marked for death. Otherwise, you'd have killed yourself and saved us all the trouble. It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members of the Dawn. But so be it. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
Well, what?
This idiot obviously thinks I will just kill myself on his say-so. Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn. How could you think there was a legitimate kill order on me?
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high when you yourself exhorted us constantly to never do such?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't be so hasty.
Why the fuck not?
Just thought it would be funnier if he thought he had chance. Because it's wrong.
You're such the jester, Commander. You actually had me going there for a minute. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. It's time to stick Ziegler here like a cysty pig on a spit.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be an official kill order out on me? The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
Do you regret killing them?
Of course not. What a ridiculous question.
It's okay, admit it.
You think that I'm like you, but I'm no longer bound by social restraints or pedestrian things like regret. So were I even to imply I felt remorse, that I wish I'd perhaps approached this with a more logical bent and not slaughtered these loyal Dawn members, it would mean nothing.
Wouldn't the message have been faked?
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for someone to infiltrate our communication systems, especially when it comes to a high-level communique. Unless they somehow have our codes. This could only mean that one of our members has been compromised.
Official order or not, they should have no better than trust you. What are you going to do now?
That's the question, isn't it? The only answer I can think of involves our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order.
How would that work? Wouldn't any message from them just be intercepted?
Not from him. He was different from most of these slack-jawed sprat bastards. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that.
Never mind what? You can't just say something like that and expect me to ignore it?
Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. It's strange there isn't a comm device here. Ziegler must have communicated with his cell in Golden Ridge before coming to this place. Well, no matter, we'll find one. That cell you cleared out in Newton might have one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
Sounds like a good idea. Okay, back to the ship then. We go.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me here on Cloister. It's not too far and should be safe.
Let's go.
don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
So, this is a trap, isn't it?
Yes. There are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Unlike Asa, I like to know what's going on before resorting to violence. Explain yourself.
I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the Exalted Leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
What? The leader of your fanatical cult is untrustworthy? Who could have seen that coming?
I do not appreciate your mockery. This is a true betrayal. One that demands to be paid for in blood. Starting with Acolyte Severin here.
No. Sentinels! Target confirmed! Sentinels! The target is here!
That's terrible! I'm alive. I can't believe the Exalted Leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
We're just going to waltz in and access their system? How is that supposed to work?
Lots of killing, I'd assume. And we don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms. I did mention all the killing, didn't I?
Wait, you said your parents were vigilant?
What of it? So were a lot of people. It is no longer of any matter, regardless. They are dead. And no, before you ask, I did not kill them.
I never have thought that. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's just first do these quests.
Are afoot.
I think I see the cave.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Back and scan. Adversary vulnerability.
You hearing that, Commander? Sounds like a distress signal. Or a trap.
Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I will restore myself to avenge my death.
What? What just happened?
I'll handle this. Back and scan.
It's an Auntie's choice signal. Probably some kind of SOS. Not my area of expertise. Inez would know for sure.
Investigating hostile intentions. Torpificator is charged.
pieces.
The last question. Keep all comings and goings quiet. Do not recall. I probably need Inez in here. So, need to get back to the ship. Or can I change the companions? Not in here. Definitely need to get back to the ship.
Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. Are you hearing this? It's some manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me.
Go on, decipher it.
Can't unless you have an Auntie's Choice patented codebreaker on your person. Reckon we'll need to find the signal's source. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on. What in the void? Whoa, I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry, friend. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see. I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now. These poor bastards must have been responding to it same as us. This must be the lab.
At least Auntie's Choice had the good sense to leave the back door operational. Can't say I'm yearning to see what they've done with the place, though.
I just want answers. Let's go.
Hello? Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands. Claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea and ain't getting through that unscathed. Seriously. Don't tell me. Ortiz? No. No, it ain't him. I thought...
Over here! These beasts have me pinned down! Handle them straight away, please! I cannot let my genius be wasted here!
Boy, damn coward. We'll see how you beg when we're face to face.
I just wanna check on one area first.
What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this clear disregard for life.
This is where we all nod and say it's humanity that are the real monsters. Hope he got a refund on his Raptidon repellent.
I need the record to show that I have reported many times that these pressure valves have fallen into disrepair. Only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse and... What was that? Stay back, creature! Blast that doctor for locking the catcher in the gun safe! This is when I need it!
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Such a slow SMG.
Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. Void. That must be his mom. Be his mama on the other side of the glass. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help. Wretched work. Poor creatures ain't got an idea what's in store for them.
Those things unnerve me.
You look like you could use a new home.
I respect a creature that unapologetically knows what it wants, even as my stomach churns.
What? I have a pet
Ain't
now.
never seen a cysty pig move so fast in all my life. Big and terrifying. Oh, Lord. Wasn't keen on seeing a fight between them.
Okay, so where to go? This is sealed.
Eyes up. I spy a vent.
Getting past those ursopods won't be easy. They turn mean real fast.
Hostilities are afoot.
Release me at once, please. I'm so worried that nobody intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
I'd offer to bet on how this turns out, but I'm afraid the act might throw off my equations.
Wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursopod. Yet, here you are. What a show!
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are! What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot.
I try. We found records that prove he underwent surgery here.
Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions.
What were you trying to do with Ortiz and the others?
What you have to understand is that being a regular soldier does not pay dividends, but being the ultimate frontline fighter does. They understood this. Unfortunately, understanding can only go so far, as each of their bodies rejected the graft. But I got exceptional data out of it.
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better.
Got any proof of that?
If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive.
That device any good at stopping a bullet?
Enough with the threats of violence. Listen here, if you choose to brutalize me, all of my research and knowledge will be gone. Forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to the suffering I could prevent. Do you truly want to be the one to stand in the way of progress?
What's to stop us from killing you and taking your research?
There is no research for you to take. I purposely did not keep meticulous records. You know how it is in a competitive industry. I cannot risk someone else taking credit for my work. It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that had been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity. And a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Do you have a graph that could help Ines?
Don't even start, Commander. I ain't keen on anything this man sells.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want.
This could be the way. Prove yourself. Let at least hear him out.
I'm not sure I should. If I accept such a bribe, what does that make me? Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
no, no. Stop talking.
Come on, Inez.
Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. And please, don't go ignoring me this time. I came here to make him pay for what he's done and burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? To be accepted again?
His research could help so many others. The good might just outweigh the bad.
I'll admit, Commander, I wasn't clear on where you stood with everything we saw in the lab. I feared you thought so little of it, of me, the way you brushed me off. But I'm thankful for your insight now. You've got the right of it, I think, seeing what we can salvage of this work. Now, I ain't condoning what happened here. I won't disrespect Ortiz or the other victims as such. But if we continue this research, know that it cannot, must not be like this. We can trust Doc Tinsley to set things right. One can only know goodness if they're led by example. But if this doctor doesn't take direction, we'd only be repeating the cycle. We would be complicit.
Salvaging the program is the pragmatic choice, but it may not work out as you hoping.
Yes, I know. Too much is riding on conditions, but that doesn't mean I can't try. For every person helped, it could make this all worth it. It's your lucky day. You'll live. Pack up your things and head straight to Fairfield to Doc Tinsley. You want to continue your work, you'll follow her lead.
Thank you, soldier. Thank you. I won't forget this, I swear. I'll unlock the cases for you now, as promised. Take the graphs you like and let me know how they work out, won't you?
Make no mistake, I ain't doing this for my own gain. If you say you can help other folk, you best deliver on that promise. Let's get out of here before I change my mind.
There, the graphs are yours.
I need some time to think, Commander. We'll speak later, yeah?
I've lifted the lab out of lockdown. You are free to leave unhindered. I'll be off to Fairfield soon.
And while I'm here, let's check this. This location.
attack. Target.
Grab's still recharging.
Resorting to violence.
Ah, come on.
Investigating hostile intentions. Combatant scan. Handle this. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Commander, you're bleeding. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. My aftermarket parts are prime. Reviving me is strategically optimal. Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander. Help me end this fight on my feet.
Yes, Commander. May the plan...
Let's see, there's some kind of camp.
Resorting to violence. Hostilities are afoot.
No! Didn't see them there.
violence. Feeling a little woozy there, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Aha! Okay, I know this place. I've already been here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the crossroad. Is it a friendly?
Welcome,
Hey,
intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead, though do stay on the road. The ice caves conceal all manner of dangers. Talk is cheap, but my time is not. Trooper. Trooper! Hayes! Hayes, can you... I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Can I... wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the majesty of Auntie's military might. Normally, I would be at your service, but I'm dealing with a situation here.
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You?
You don't... Why don't you tell me the problem first, then we can discuss payment if it's warranted.
Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker.
Oh, this looks happy.
Gross habit, it sucks natty bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't brush off her.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent.
Was he hurt?
The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began, and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall. Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground, and after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them.
I've seen this before. He's in shock. Any idea why he's picking those particular jingles?
Yes. Well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young, before you reach an age to become a real earner.
So he's regressed back to his childhood? Then he likely needs professional help.
Sadly, you're probably right. We'll try and get him back to base and hope there's enough in his account to cover psychodesectification. Thank you for trying to help.
Sprattle brand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold press fat, you'll never even dream about going back.
Has anyone seen Jack? He was patrolling the caves in Sector 13, but it doesn't seem he's made his return. Have a profitable day.
Let's not waste each other's time.
Our FOB at the bridge has been totally isolated from reinforcements. The detector was assaulted so quickly, we couldn't even begin to report.
50-bit says that...
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
Their CO2 have been shot.
Is there any commanding officer around?
You've been out here too long.
Check this building.
Mobilizing.
Whoa there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes.
Unpaid? Yeah, definitely unpaid. We work for Anti-Choice. What's your point?
Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here.
We have business to conduct in unorthodox notion reclusion.
That seemingly unimposing edifice over there? Good luck with that. Lost a few peons in there. Place is full of deleterious traps devised by Order ingenuity. Whatever's stored inside must really be something. At some point, we'll work up the nerve to return. Been scouring all the other buildings clean since.
We be in and out before you know it.
Uh-huh. Sure you will. Yeah, well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die. Which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
Yeah. Oh, a customer. You have needs. I have purloined goods to upsell. Got a good supply of Auntie's Choice finest and some well-built order items scavenged from this very facility. Just don't mention where it came from.
Well, don't looks bad. I must just buy this. Ah, that was probably just upgrade. Ah, it was not actually. Yum. Yum.
As tobacco, it's tobacco.
Medical experts recommend.
You're new. Don't seem like another one of these trade secret vultures either. War means nothing to them, you know. How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? You here to help me win it?
I probably seen more of this war than you have actually.
Oh, been out in the field, have you? I like the sound of that. Might be just the go-getter I need. A Sub Rosa finagler operates out of the Port Authority building at the landing pad near Winter's Grasp. Sub Rosa works with both sides, understood. But I want to know what she's into with the Protectorate. Let's say I'm curious.
If it's so easy, why don't you do it?
What, and leave this place to the likes of them? Someone needs to keep an eye on these trade secret vultures. As such, I need to contract others to advance my concerns.
Sounds simple enough, why not?
Look forward to hearing what she knows.
That whole place is one big death trap. You want in? Be my guest.
Is there something interesting hiding below? Seems not.
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Ouch.
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen.
Have you scouted ahead already?
Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Any idea where we should go?
Burn down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent.
What other kinds of banned research materials are locked away here?
I saw signs for heretical miscellany, time-wasting contrivances, detrimental cognitive enhancers, and prevaricated hypotheses, in addition to cataclysmic ends.
Not all of that sounds particularly unsafe.
What we of the Order consider dangerous may seem skewed without context. But trust me, this place is a conceptual minefield.
Well then, shall we proceed?
Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard Order redundancy measure. Let's out past the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away in our offices for hours, absorbed with what soon became known as brain puzzlements. My personal productivity was quite adversely affected by the mather.
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Please!
Engaging with them. Unfortunately, copies were smuggled out and distributed far and wide, leading to the oft-cited equational delay incident.
Thank the law somebody came by. I've been rationing my anti-Cleo Borst rockets, and you know what? Your tongue turns black if you eat them all week. Might concerning, since it's all I have.
And you are who exactly?
The Auxiliary Dabbler Spoonhauer, second rate at your service. At least I assume so. You have the air of one of the various hires up I always hear alluded to. We was sizing up the place, well, the lobby, when our boss ordered us to find an off switch for them traps, which required us to negotiate through or around said traps to do so. A bunch of the others got killed. I got stuck in here. Boss left with the rest. You think you could get me out somehow? Like, right about now, even?
Hold on. You're not even remotely considering releasing him, are you? A trade secret vulture from Auntie's Choice? Free to roam in a building full of order secrets?
What are you suggesting? That we let this poor fool die a slow, lonesome death?
What secret, Marisol? Everything I've seen listed on the walls here seems ridiculous.
Granted, time-wasting contrivances is concerning only to those of us in the Order. But just one of those brain puzzlers put back the solving of the universal equation by months. I certainly wouldn't want Auntie's Choice obtaining research related to cataclysmal ends, or monetizing prevaricated hypotheses, for that matter. At the end of the day, it's just an Auntie's Choice auxiliary dabbler. Hardly a cute little woolly cow or something.
We can lose sight of our principles for sake of ease or expedience.
That's actually a valid point. We shouldn't forget who we are, and I suppose I'm not who I was.
I don't understand what you two are talking about, but it sounds positive, I think.
Do whatever you think is best here. I still don't completely agree, but I trust your decision.
I promise not to, blow up the universe, or whatever it is you two are worried about, I guess. Can you let me out now, please? Phew. Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free. No thanks to you, ma'am.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
I wouldn't make her mad if I were you.
Don't have to tell me twice. This is all the bits I have on me. Not much, but thanks. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
You're young and spry. You can handle that. Stay here. Who left this vent open? Security around here was tighter in my day. Did I read that correctly? Seemed concerning.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got company in the form of an Auntie's Choice patrol. Seems their representative wishes to parley.
Don't shoot! Like she said, I'm just here to talk. Believe I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yes, we cleared a path for you, didn't we?
Why, you did indeed. And we are exceedingly grateful for it. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored here. But cataclysmic ends, which I presume you're here to destroy, don't like the sound of that at all. By all means, burn every last trace. But let us keep the rest, and you'd benefit as well.
The idea of any Order research falling into Auntie's Choice hands is utterly abhorrent to me. I advise a rigorous refusal, as in no witnesses.
I could hear that, you know. Hoping she's not your main negotiator here.
What exactly are you planning to do with the research?
Oh, nothing particularly heinous. We may conceivably utilize some information in the possible formation of potential new products. No harm to you, or anyone.
Can't really predict how Auntie's Choice would market heretical miscellany, but I could easily foresee them rushing detrimental cognitive enhancers to market.
Unfortunately, she's right, and our R&D ain't what it used to be. We'd best be careful with any sensitive intel.
Okay. Why not?
Consider it a deal. No need to shake, as I've taken the liberty of making a quasi-legally binding surreptitious transcription. Or will claim to have later.
If it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you complete the process. You know, in case you change your mind.
I'll prep the burners and make sure we have no more visitors. Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well then, that seems sufficiently carbonized, cinderized. No half measures from the Order. Say what you will about them, but they are nothing if not thorough.
Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal. Meet me downstairs after you're done here, and we'll settle up.
Never pegged you as such an opportunist. But perhaps there's more to this play than I'm seeing. Perhaps I should be relieved Auntie's Choice didn't get anything universe-threatening.
My original notes and research are burnt to a crisp. It's over, finally.
I'm sorry, but I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there.
How do we stop it?
Give me some time. I'll find them.
What do you need from me?
To go on and live your life. Round other people, not holed up in a dilapidated shack. We'll settle the rest.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind again without a fight.
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it? We still need to get out of here first.
Pleasure doing business with you. I can see we'll have our hands full digging through all you've left us here. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing Auntie's Choice proprietary insight catalog. Be seeing you.
Suppose this is goodbye.
Thought you put up the fight? Insist on joining us to destroy the copies?
No. I recognize that look in Marisol's eyes. There's nothing for it. Been interesting to see you. Before I forget, I meant to give you this. Little something I made.
So we're good? You and I. Everything settled?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but good as ever. Don't think I don't see what you're doing with all this, though. You've always been who you are, but you weren't you for decades. A new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Because saving the universe is easier than confronting yourself. Whoever you are now, whoever you're going to be, just take care. Don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, Anais.
You are right, Marisol?
Thank you kindly. I think I appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on anyone like that. Though, suspect that's my own damn fault. Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing she said? Don't be a stranger. Right. All right. I suppose you remain on my good side.
We should probably head out.
May the plan favor us against long odds.
Okay, guys, be back in a minute.
Too much Spacers Ale.
Okay, let's get her grafted.
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a scene on each other.
Here, Maynard. Whenever you curse your tough luck, just remember, at least a relay station didn't fall on your town.
Ah, Inez, have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I actually brought a few other grafting parts with me, if you reckon my arm can handle a stitch or two.
Oh, these are pristine indeed. Is this of an ursopod? My, I haven't seen one of those in many years. Oh, and a mantis swarm hive. The hunting must be good wherever you ran off to.
Yeah, you could say that. Since Doc's given her blessing, which do you reckon I go with? The ursopod's mucus gland could absorb some incoming damage, if you don't mind getting a little sticky. The mantis swarm hive, however, would be best for crowd control. Say the word, and I'll sick these little guys on any enemy in our vicinity. I'm intrigued by either option, really.
Let's go with the swarm.
Hive it is. Just refrain from any buzzing jokes.
Oh, the mantis swarm is a wonderful choice. Hold still, dear. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future, but I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. By the by, where did you find these parts? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
Tell her about the lab, Inez.
There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently. I found it, Doc. And Law, I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures, paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive. We spoke briefly, and I allowed him to live. On the condition that he redeems himself and uses his research for good. But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all.
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery.
Sounds like he's looking for Rasmussen's replacement. Interesting.
Ain't surprising. What's his name? Where can we find him?
His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
I just mean to have a little chat. I will be asking Willard to reform the grafting program. You heard from Dr. Rasmussen, right? I spared him and his research for this purpose. If there's good to be had from the program, then Willard needs to invest in that good. And you're my first choice to lead the new program.
You honor me. I did receive a message from Erasmussen, yes. He is on his way with research to hand over to me. But...
Come on, Ethel. This is opportunity you've been looking for.
It would bring purpose back into my work. All of Fairfield knows as well as I that I've been craving it for some time. And if it helps folk like Inez, I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, what you are doing is noble, and I wish you the greatest of successes.
Thank you, Doc. Now, you get those grafting tools ready, because I ain't intending to fail.
Get back to the ship.
Have an update about that.
Commander, I've been thinking. Can I bend your ear a moment? And we got the intel we need, Commander. The Undisputed Claim's our destination. If we find this Willard and convince him to use this grafting research for folks' betterment, well then, all this hurt we've seen will have counted for something. Been doing some thinking about what happened in the lab. I went there to kill that man for what he did to Ortiz, and instead, let him walk away with his research. Didn't realize till I saw the lab what a fool I was. All for thinking that company folk gave a damn about each other. Even so, I still reckon we got a real shot of making things better. Auntie's Choice can't be trusted on their own with this research, that's clear. But if someone like me were to guide them, maybe they can be shaped into what I thought they were. If they could actually help folk like they claimed they would when they liberated Tau Ceti, it'd make life better for anyone. Elsewise, there'll only be more victims in their wake.
If anyone can lead by example, it's you.
Ain't just saying that, are you? Ortiz sent me a message because he knew I would take action, that I'd remedy the betrayal both of us faced. If he were here now, he'd understand, I think. Are you with me?
I'm with you, Inez. Ortiz wanted us to help people, and that's what we're doing.
Thanks, Commander. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here. Maybe proving myself was never the intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do. Let's just see what Willard's got to say, all right?
Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity.
Didn't you say her research could destroy the universe? Probably shouldn't let that happen.
I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later.
I have something else I want to discuss.
Inquire away. I may even respond. Very well.
Never mind.
loiter about a protocol without someone casting assuming glances their way? I know a presumptive look when I see it.
Wasn't actually suspicious until you said that.
Gah! My supervisor told me I need to try to be less conspicuous. Peoria, Quebecer is an obviously made-up name, she said. I just like the ring of it. That all said, I don't know nothing about nothing, I'm sure.
You adorable puppy dog. Look. Oh, come on.
Oh, no. Don't give me those big eyes. Don't you look at me like that. No, stop. You've got nothing on me. I'd die before I talk.
Not you I'm after. I just want the truth and I'm willing to pay.
Oh, if you wanted to bribe me, you should have just led with that.
What you have been up to here?
6 or 7 months ago, some Auntie's Choice clock puncher made a shipping error. Sent a few crates of failed grafting materials here to Cloister. You know that grafting program they used to have? Where they'd give some hapless hullhead a big monster arm, torn off one of a bunch of different deadly creatures? These crates arrived full of rejected Crabbo graft parts. Sat untouched for months till I found them. And I thought, little rebranding, the right angle? Bet I could sell these.
Then you sold them to the Protectorate?
I'm getting to that. Yeesh. I met this Protectorate officer. Smug as all get out, naive as the day is long. Said she had logistical supply concerns and needed means to feed the personnel guarding the archive. As the plan would have it, I told her I got a shipment of, imitation Crabbo meat. You repackage and relabel it, it'll pass for Protectorate rations just fine. She agreed. Bought a few crates on the spot, promised to send word when she needed more. I just had to grind up everything first. Remove a few telltale chunks.
How revolting.
I can't take full credit or blame. I simply misrepresented misallocated materials for profit. I am merely a humble opportunist. Here's an audio cartridge with all the details. Those troops hear what they've been eating. I don't know what'll happen, but they won't be happy about it. That's for sure.
About grateful and a bit sickened at the same time.
Don't mention it to anyone, especially not those damn snoops at Winter's Grasp.
Any news from the field? Any further progress?
I shook down the Sub-Rosa agent.
Learn anything useful?
She conned the Protectorate into She conned the Protectorate into eating rejected Crabble grafts parts and made a tidy sum.
A base opportunist after my own heart. Well, she can continue swindling the Protectorate then. Here's a little something for your trouble.
Let's do this for her first. Need to go to this big anti-choice ship and find this scientist.
Protector is worn down ribbon. They call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmen like mine is tolerated. That won't put posteriors in the... Sport without blood sounds like... Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. We skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be had?
Hey, think you dropped something?
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret. Our competitors would kill to find out. Can you discern its ingredients? Try the Rhapsodon fight today.
We understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and...
From pop guns to
Can't tell the
self-propelled
difference
cannons,
between cover
I
and
have whatever
concealment.
size weaponry
But
you
you
need
need
to
a
make
good-
all... You have the look of someone with murderous intent. Unfortunately...
Oh, what is this?
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man. Valid for our ages. A thing of legend to be... Down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations. Fairly stack the deck against the little person.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards.
The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Now, do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight.
Wait, aren't you going to ask how we know about Rasmussen?
It's no mystery. Soon as an employee is reported missing, dead, or out sick 2 hours in a row, their name is read aloud in the daily demotions report.
The one delivered by Auntie? Everyone tunes into that. Most folk would do anything to have their names spoken by her.
Not in this context. Maybe someday we can bottle that kind of schadenfreude and sell it at a premium.
We have a better business venture for you, reforming your program into something decent.
Decent? I'll have you know that profits were forecast to be in the billions in my assessment last quarter.
That's not what we're talking about. Look, we found your lab on Cloister. A friend of mine who succumbed to his graft sent me there to put an end to your work. It was, well, it was damn troubling. But after speaking with your doc, I came to see that the program's got much potential. If we shift focus, reform our work, grafts could better the lives for all folk. Rasmussen's now with Doc Tinsley in Fairfield, and they're ready to restart this work if we can get your agreement. No more killing, much more progress. What do you say?
I see someone failed out of the Anti-Cleo School of Persuasion. Why would I ever pursue something so dull as reform? How does it serve me?
When the war ends, people will need help. Doing this right is a huge business opportunity.
Troopers are getting maimed in battle, and many civvies are getting sick from lack of food, clean water. Folk feel helpless. Grafts could treat all that. Some creatures can regrow limbs and safely consume tainted goods. If we give folk those same abilities, they won't have anything to fear. They can heal from all the wars done to them.
Ah, I see now. With grafts, our employees can get back to work faster and for longer hours. You might have led with that. It's brilliant. But there is one small fly in the soup. Who exactly are you to dictate to me what we should be doing? I did not even know your name before you stepped through this door.
When I joined up in Tau Ceti, I was promised that if I proved myself, demonstrated exceptionalism, the moment would come where I could make a pitch for my own future. I ensured the safety of the delegates at the peace talks. I helped hunt down the fiend who destroyed our base on Golden Ridge. So yeah, I'd say the moment I'm owed has arrived.
Fine. Perhaps there is an opportunity here to expand our user base. But we can only pursue such a thing if we secure the funding. I could approach my business partner to this end, but I will require proof that this little reformation of yours is a viable investment. As such, you need to prove that a grafted trooper can achieve what the average one cannot.
You say that as though you have something in mind.
I do. The commander of our fortified position on Praetor has been chomping at the bit for a show of force, to rally the troops in our market share, so to speak. He will have all the minute details, of course, but assisting him and demonstrating your prowess will give us the leverage we need.
Will it be dangerous?
Is this one having a laugh? Of course it'll be dangerous. Were it not, we would have dragged some poor bottom-runger bastard in to get the job done by now. Law knows there's enough to choose from. This here is a golden cysty pig of an opportunity. One that will reap rewards far beyond the buying price, consistently, every time we are hungry for a victory.
Speaking of buying price, I think our rates just went up.
I knew you were a sly one. You'll receive payment, all right, after you return. And I'm certain it'll be no issue. But with our grafted star tearing through the battlefield, leaving blood and terror in her wake.
Grafted soldiers aren't animals. I should think an executive of your stature would have an understanding of such.
Of course I do. But you cut quite the imposing figure. We'd be fools not to play it up so folk acquire full understanding of your advantages. Much like a sprat cowering rightfully in the jaws of a raptidon does.
They only have that understanding if they also have sense. Most sprats don't. They wander happily to their deaths in search of the smallest, richest morsels.
On that note, I think it's time we accept the mission and got out of here.
I could tell you possessed a modicum of business sense. Head to Praetor. I'll send a reporter with camera drones to meet you there and debrief with our ground forces.
Hold on. You didn't say anything about this being filmed.
Heroism is nothing without exciting footage and a talking head to sell it to the masses. So do make sure you put on a good show. Off you go, then.
As Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're looking
Purpleberry product sample! Purpleberry product sample!
Think you dropped something? Not what I do when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to document index managers will refresh your info security fundamentals. Congrats!
You want freedom of...
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia-grown league is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than Small, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Wrongly prohibited in Tuesday and Thursdays. Why even have the T zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? That will...
Okay, guys, be back in 2 minutes. Okay, guys, gonna play a little bit longer, but then I gonna get me something to eat. And by the way, after that I gonna resume streaming this game.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
The Paradigm is a self-centered derivative take on the grand. That's how little the Protectorate respects your insight.
Oh, I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now.
There are two anchorites in there. There were two anchorites in there earlier. I only see one body.
They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to. There may... We should keep looking. I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered.
I identified the body. It was Anchoress Shao.
Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloistermate Anchoress Brunn has some explaining to do.
Do you see what was posted? Looked like some kind of super dense logic puzzle manifesto.
A disputation of current order methodology. Focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the Laureate Council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly.
This datapad has references to the research of Winter's Grasp.
I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth, who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order research station.
Any idea where Anchoress Burn went?
That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden, placed by the name of Point Obviation.
What else did you glean from all this?
I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious, and the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea.
How are you so sure it'll continue?
I've seen it happen. Things can take on a life of their own at a certain point. The more overt the response, the more unexpected the outcomes. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground.
Okay, back to the ship then.
Time to seek out Anchoress Brunn.
At the Order of the Ascendant, our predictions are both sufficient and necessary.
Oh, there's another part of the planet.
Bye-bye. Cease any and all manner of perambulation. Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you and glean details from your logs.
Ah, Exemplar, if I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The End Point?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Anchoress Brunn straight away.
Grand idea. We'll go speak with her directly.
We actually sought to find you and others of your program, Intercessor Delgado. A serendipitous event, you arriving. Assuming you'll vouchsafe for your colleagues, you may all proceed. You'll find Wilhelmina up the lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation.
Anchoress Brunn is continuing Anais' research from Winter's Grasp. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course of action.
I'm with Marisol. Given the security here, if we don't tread lightly, leaving peacefully might not be an option later.
Okay, guys, gonna get me something to eat. Gonna end the stream briefly, but after the 20 minutes, I'm back and